Grandma, so can we talk about the fact that I saw you with some people in masks and robes in the woods last night?
It would be nice to talk after I've had some tea.
Grandma!
Oh, yes, some tea would really hit the spot.
Hi, it's me again. I've been trying to help out my grandma, but I don't know much about farming at all.
Yep. Like I said, not so easy. Hazel's got some of the best soil on the island. Shame for it to go to waste. Look, city girl, just water your plants and you'll do fine.
lived in Fairhaven, Shelby?
Long enough to know I prefer the peace and quiet of the woods to town. I don't mind when your Gram comes for a visit, though. She knows when to take her leave without needing a hint.
Oh. Okay. I, guess I'll be on my way.
Hi, are you settling in okay?
I'm still figuring out my way around and meeting everyone.
Well, take your time. A new town can be overwhelming, and some of the folks here are a little more overwhelming than others.
Lena's been on me to make kids quit pranking everyone. They rigged the door to the town hall to rain glitter on Otto's head when he turned the handle. I mean, you've got to appreciate the engineering skills that took. Am I right?
Come here.
Mom and Dad say that Emmy and I will get into big trouble if we play near the mine. But I know that there's treasure in there. Maybe there's even monsters.
Finn, mines don't have monsters in them. That's just silly.
Then how come nobody's fixed it yet?
I asked Violet if I should help her out in the store, and she got all offended. The store is like her thing, I guess. Plus, she said I had to focus on school so I could get into a good college. But pro skateboarders don't need college degrees.
Fair warning, Mom might try to overload you with food. Feeding people is, well, like her love language.
I tried convincing Mom that I could babysit Finn since I'm older.
By like what? A minute?
7 minutes. It totally counts.
So, Otto's getting to know you game.
Isn't it charming? Oh, I wish we could do something like that in Milkwater, but there's far too many people for it to be practical. That's why I love living in a small town. I place a monthly order for fresh flowers, Violet. It's not like I asked for a rush job.
I'm sorry. It's just that the ferry's running behind schedule. Again. Maybe if the ferry wasn't underfunded, this wouldn't happen.
Make excuses if you like. Late is late, as I tell my students.
Bad time?
Ugh, no, it's fine. When my dad was mayor, the ferry always ran on time. Hey, do you have any wildflowers growing on your farm? Maybe I could make some substitutions.
Sort of. How do you feel about thistles?
You're suggesting I make a bouquet out of thistles? Thistles?
Look, if you don't want them...
Did you hear me say no? The sooner I can get Vanessa out of my hair, the better.
How's your father doing, Tara?
Dad? Oh, right, you know him. I almost forgot.
He used to babysit me since both my parents worked. I was very sorry to hear about his falling out with your grandmother.
Have you met my boo yet? His shop is right next door.
That is so nice. You must never get sick of each other, since you live and work so close together.
Nope. Why, did he say something like that? I mean, Francis does like his quiet time.
Hey, if you ever feel like your blood sugar is running low, hit up my fiance's bakery. His croissants are divine. A little too divine. I'm very lucky I have a fast metabolism.
I like Hazel. She reminds me of my grandmother. When I came out, my dad had a hard time with it. Obasan told him to get over himself. I really miss her.
Juliet told me you said hello to her. Thank you. That girl is so shy.
Well, teenagers have a lot going through their heads. It's no wonder some of them deal by just not talking.
Her father passing so unexpectedly hasn't helped.
It's cool that you're helping Hazel with the farm. Are you, planning to take it over one day?
I still don't even know if I can make a single seed sprout.
Give it time. When my pa ran the bar, I used to make a mess every time I tried to help out. And look at me now.
You seem very cosmopolitan. Amira or Dr. Syed?
Oh, gosh. Amira is fine. There's no need for formalities in a town with one restaurant. Fairhaven is by far the smallest place I've ever lived. But I've adjusted, and so will you.
Oh, I meant to ask you, have you met Parker, the carpenter, yet? He really helped turn the ruins of the old church into a wonderful new consciousness center for our members.
Grandma, I've been thinking about my childhood memories of your garden. Just bursting with veggies in every color. I think we could bring it back to the way it was.
Are you sure? That's quite a bit of work.
What would we need?
Well, for it to be enough to feed us and turn a profit, you'd need to build a bunch more garden beds. That means keeping a compost bin so you can get a whole lot of good soil to fill them. And you'll need to chop some wood to make the beds.
Okay, I'm on it.
Tell me, Honeybee, does Arthur mind that you left your job in the city to come help me?
Well, I didn't really leave my job. My job left me. Our site got acquired, but the new parent company just wanted our subscriber list, not our editors. Maybe Dad wishes I was using my degree in a new job in the city. But then who would help you here? He's not going to come do farm work.
That's for certain. Your father has the blackest thumb I've ever known. Even when he was a boy. Oh, we were sad when he left. But the garden sure wasn't.
Should I go to bed?
If you can't find me at my stall, I'll be by the lake in the woods, or the beach. Anywhere I can cast my line. Well, and Damon's pub. But all I catch there is grief from Otto for staying out too late.
Who's a good kitty? It really looks like you've been around the world, Kai.
Well, yeah. Back when I was doing the pro circuit, I hit up a lot of places. But I've been keeping it local lately. Less stress.
Nowruz Piruz, Tara. It's the Persian New Year today.
Oh, happy Nowruz. Are you doing anything to celebrate?
Ugh, something absolutely thrilling. I'm cleaning out my closet. It's tradition to clean everything before Nowruz, but I ran out of time, so day of cleaning will have to do.
Sorry, I'm still not used to being around this much pollen. Triggers my allergies.
Don't go blaming the trees. They didn't knock you out of balance.
Huh?
Don't worry. You'll be set right soon enough.
Oh, quick! Got one! Got one! Whoa! Wow!
Watch out for the twins. You're new, and the last person who was new was Cameron. And let's just say there's a reason the Consciousness Center doesn't have the stained glass windows left over from the old church anymore, and that reason may have involved homemade slingshots.
Listen to that purr!
Oh, my. Oh, you make a very potent brew. Here's that key to the basement that you asked about.
But the hooded strangers?
Go on down, my dear. It will all make sense, I promise.
Okay, I definitely have more questions than answers now. Is that a cauldron?
Not just any cauldron, your cauldron.
What? Oh, no, I'm not a...
Witch? Oh, my dear, yes, you are. No layperson could make a brew like that on her first try. I feel as spry as I did 50 years ago. This basement is your sanctum. You have your cauldron, of course.
Wait, is Dad a witch, or warlock, or...
Arthur? Oh, no. No, honeybee. He's more conventional, I'm afraid. But I saw that spark of magic in your eyes the first time I held you. I've always known you would be an extraordinary witch. But the Coven needs proof before they'll accept you.
Coven?
Well, those folks in the woods, of course. They put a charm on the bramble wall, so you'll need a wand to open it.
This is, kind of a lot to learn all at once.
I understand, honeybee. When you're ready, read this incantation before the special silver willow in the woods. Then you'll have a branch to make your first wand.
Grandma says this is my cauldron, but I better wait until I've learned how to use it. Time for bed.
Oh, good. You're up. The mayor's called a town meeting this morning. We should get down there and see what he's making a fuss about this time.
Do you think it's some kind of trouble?
I really hope not, but I guess we'll see.
Lead the way, Grandma.
Follow me.
I'd better follow Grandma to the town hall.
Settle down, everyone. Settle down. I've brought you together to discuss a very important matter. There have been very strange goings-on in our beloved town of Fairhaven. There is a force at work in our community, and I don't know who's responsible, but whoever they are, they don't have Fairhaven's best interests at heart.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Me neither.
I've seen strange lights in the forest at night.
Yeah. And folks in robes and masks wandering around after sunset.
Yes! Yes, good. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, I'm sure there's a rational explanation for all this.
No matter the cause, We must ensure our town doesn't become a home for roustabouts and unsavory types. I ask all of you to keep a sharp eye out for signs of mischief. And if you see anything, report it to me.
Or me, if you'd prefer. I'd hate for anyone in Fairhaven to feel fearful.
Well, I never. Mayor Otto, soft on business. Soft in the head is more like it. Him and his fancy britches wife standing up there and casting judgment on others.
Uh-oh. You're even madder than I thought.
He can't just tell people to spy on their neighbors, to be so afraid that they distrust everyone around them.
Maybe we could cast a goodwill spell to make everyone be nice to each other?
I wish it were that simple. But just because you can solve a problem with magic doesn't mean you should. Thomas could use some help on his farm. I know he's got an order of beans due, and he doesn't have enough plots going to make it in time. He's too proud to ask for help, though. Here, take these seeds. They should be enough to make the order.
Are these magic beans?
Oh, heavens no. But if you've got the means to give him a boost, it certainly wouldn't hurt.
I see the doctor round here a fair bit, looking for medicinal herbs. Reminds me of my mother.
Was your mom a doctor, Shelby?
Not formally as such, no. But she was a healer, all the same.
Let's see. The inscription says, "If I be worthy, ancient tree, give a silver branch to me." Please? Wow! Thanks, magic tree.
You know, there's quite a few of us who moved here from a city. Francis, Kim, Parker, and Messenger Cameron, of course. We're taking over!
So, when did you and Grandma start trying to outbake each other?
We'd appreciated each other's skills ever since I moved here. That was, 17 years ago. But when Giacomo was diagnosed, Hazel formally challenged me to a bake-off. She said it'd take my mind off things. And you know, she was right.
Oh, got one! That doesn't look like a fish. It's a recipe.
Oh, such a pretty girl.
Is it time for bed?
I can't thank you enough for helping out here, sweetheart. Are the potatoes ready to harvest?
Yes, Grandma. Here's 4 potatoes from the field.
Ooh, wonderful. Maybe you've got a greener thumb than you thought. Why don't you take them down to the general store and sell them? I'm sure Lena will give us a fair price for them. Is your wand ready?
Yes. Look!
Careful where you point that thing. Oh my, you have a lot to learn. It's time for you to meet the Coven. Are you ready to go?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay. The brambles only allow friends of the Coven through, so this incantation helps it to identify you. Once it meets you, it'll know you're a friend and let you through from now on. Say the spell when you're ready.
I can't believe you've even managed the farm on your own this long, Grandma.
Well, Robert left things in good shape when he passed, and Thomas has been a help. More than the help, though, I've missed having company. Alina stops by now and again, but it's so nice having you here, Honeybee. Over by the garden plots is your grandpa's old construction table. Hasn't been used much since Robert passed. But you can use it to build a compost bin. How are those beans for Thomas going?
They are not ready yet, Grandma.
Well, just keep watering them. They'll come in time.
A friend of the Coven comes to you. Unravel your brambles and let me through. It worked!
Well done. Now, let's head on up.
Grandma, what is this place? Who are these people?
Shh. You've got to be properly introduced.
Who approaches this sacred circle?
I bring one who wishes to know the mysteries of this coven.
Hi.
Welcome, Initiate. Elder Hazel has told us so much about you. I am the High Priestess of this coven. Before you can join us, you must vow to never reveal the location of our circle or the details of our rights to any others. Do you promise to abide by our covenants?
Sure. I promise. I'm so excited that I'm a witch. This is going to be so much fun.
About that, Honeybee.
You're not a witch. Not yet. First, you must cast the initiation rite.
Oh. Okay. But how do I do that?
Speak to the Farseer over yonder. He will explain the art of incantations.
Are you the Farseer?
What? Yes, Farseer, that's me. Though a nearsighted Farseer.
You know, you sound a little bit like...
You've no idea who I am. I'm wearing a mask. Listen, do you want to sit here playing guessing games? Or do you want to learn more magic?
Magic.
Great. I'm gonna teach you the art of incantations. Tricky stuff. Mess it up, and there won't be much left of you beyond dust.
That sounds a bit dangerous to start with.
Only to fool initiates that don't follow instructions. Now, listen closely. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Great. I need you to chop lots of wood.
What?
Turn it into paper.
Right.
You'll need a paper press. Put it in your tool shed.
How will this help me with incantations?
All will be revealed. Ooh.
One of us is clearly crazy. I'm beginning to think it's me for listening to you.
Hey, welcome to the Bad Lighting and Great Costumes Club. We meet every night.
I'm not one to mind rules. But you should keep away from the standing stones. You're not ready for that yet.
I welcome you to this gathering.
Hey! You can call me the Acolyte. It's nice to meet you, but I'm not supposed to speak to you much yet.
Oh, am I ready for bed? Aw, hey there, kitty. Do you belong to my grandma? Oh, you're a good kitty. Grandma, you didn't tell me you have a cat.
A cat? The last cat I had was old Shadow, rest his soul. He wasn't much to look at, but he was a darn good mouser.
This cat isn't yours? She seems awfully familiar with your garden.
Oh, no. I don't own that cat. What a notion. She's a good friend to have around, though, so play nice.
I'm all out of strength. I could make or buy some food, or try again tomorrow. I could make...
Hi, Shelby.
Bruno gave me a rod. Thought I might try my chances at the lake.
You'll do better if you aim where they're going to be. No point going where they were.
I think Lena's kids must have messed with the doors of the schoolhouse. She sure was at a temper last night. Was muttering something about the locks.
How's it going, Parker?
Fine. I just had another parent-teacher conference with Vanessa. I get that my kids can be a handful sometimes, especially Finn. But aren't their antics pretty age-appropriate? Nowadays, it's all impulse control this, attention deficit that. Just seems some folks are quick to pathologize normal kid behavior, at least for certain kids. I can make a bigger shed, but you'll need to clear out all the trees and rocks from the area I've roped off. Got it? You come back and let me know when you've cleared out all the trees and rocks there, and then we can talk business.
Hi, kitty.
It must be nice living with your grandma. She makes really good pie. Don't tell Sophia, but I like Hazel's better.
I dared Emmy to go in Shelby's cabin when he wasn't around, but she was too chicken to do it. I wonder what he keeps in there. I bet it's something really weird.
I think that's just his home, Finn. And you shouldn't go in without being invited.
I know.
This morning, Violet saw my shirt, told me it looked bad and made me put on another one. And actually, she was right. This one does look better. She's really good at that stuff. I wish she could sell clothes instead of flowers, but she said shirts don't grow on bushes and flowers do.
Did you know I grew up in the city too? This farm was my Aunt Vivian's place. Oh, she was a firecracker, that one. Ran it all on her own. She never did marry. Said she had no use for a husband. I think she left a lot of broken hearts in her wake, though.
If I were you, I wouldn't linger around Shelby's campsite.
Why? He doesn't seem dangerous.
He isn't. But who would choose to live in those woods?
Am I ready for bed?